The match will take place on the morning of January 28 at the Etihad Stadium between Man City and Arsenal as part of the fourth round of the FA Cup for the 2022-23 season. This is the first time in this season that Arsenal and Man City will meet, so fans are eagerly looking forward to a grand battle between the two top teams in the Premier League at the moment. In the English Premier League standings, Arsenal is still leading with 50 points after 19 games. Man City has played one more game, but has only earned 45 points, placing them in second place. Of course, losing to the top team in the land of fog will be a major motivation for Man City to play with high determination when the two teams collide in the FA Cup. However, it is clear that at the moment, Arsenal is a truly formidable opponent for coach Pep Guardiola's team. In the official tournaments, the London Gunners are currently on a 13-game unbeaten streak in all competitions, including 9 wins and 1 draw. On the road, Arsenal has won 5 consecutive games recently, both in terms of score and Asian handicap. On the other hand, Man City has certain concerns as they were previously defeated by Southampton with a score of 0-2 in the semi-final of the English League Cup and lost 1-2 at the home of MU, who was recently defeated by Arsenal with a score of 2-3. In the most recent FA Cup encounter with Arsenal in 2020, Man City lost in the penalty shootout with a score of 0-2. Asian handicap odds, 0:3-4 recently, when hosting Arsenal, Man City has been favored with a handicap of -1 to 4 to -2 before the game. In the upcoming rematch, Man City is still favored, but only with a handicap of -3/4. This shows that the over is a less safe investment before the game. Pick Arsenal over under odds 2-3-4. The over under for this game has been changed from 3-2 3-4 by the bookmakers before the game. This information shows that the chance of over in the next 90 minutes on the Etihad Stadium is rated low. Under is favored as the visiting team Arsenal promises to win the handicap. In 7 out of 9 previous away games of Arsenal, they have only scored a maximum of 2 goals. Pick under. Predicted score: Man City 1-1 Arsenal. Asian handicap: pick Arsenal over under. Pick under. Leipzig is in the midst of a pink period. After a draw with league leaders, Bayern Munich, in the round marking the return of the Bundesliga, Leipzig continued with a resounding 6-1 victory over Stuttgart in the last round. The Red Bulls Arena hosts have now gone 10 consecutive games without a loss, winning 7, drawing 3. Leipzig is now in third place on the table with 32 points, trailing the top 2 teams by just 4 and 1 points as the season has passed the halfway point. On the opposing side, Stuttgart has now had 2 consecutive draws since the league's return. In the Bundesliga, they also have 3 consecutive games without a win. The away performance of the White Russians has been dismal. They are one of the 3 teams yet to win away from home. Currently, Stuttgart is in 15th place with 16 points after 17 games. They have the same number of points as the Red Lantern Group. Stuttgart has also not won any of the 9 encounters with Leipzig so far. Predicted score: Leipzig 4-1 Stuttgart. Asian handicap: choose Leipzig over under. Choose over. Recently, Spezia has been having good months in terms of their matches, but the visiting team comes into this game after a 0-2 loss to Roma in the previous round, in which their opponent demonstrated a highly developed and confident style of play. Spezia will certainly have to rely heavily on their Austrian forward Marko Arnautovic, who has scored 8 goals in the league after 14 starts for Bologna. With his recent high form, he is likely to be a factor that makes it difficult for the visitors in this match. On the other side of the field, Bologna is not performing poorly this year as they have 23 points after 19 rounds. In their recent 2 games, the home team is undefeated with 1 win and 1 draw. Lewis Ferguson and Riccardo Orsolini are also shining with 7 goals each at this point. In the 6 most recent meetings between the 2 teams, Bologna has the advantage with 3 wins, while the visitors have not won a single game. With an advantage in terms of team quality and home field advantage, it is likely that the home team will win this match. Predicted score: Bologna 3-1 Spezia. Asian handicap: choose Bologna over under. Choose over. The earliest match of round 19 in the Spanish National Championship will be a showdown between Almeria and Espanyol. At this point, after 18 rounds of play, the 2 teams are standing next to each other in the bottom half of the standings. While Almeria is in 14th place with 19 points, Espanyol is right above them in 13th place with 1 more point. Despite Almeria being in the red zone for levels, the distance at this time is only 2 points. After a friendly win against Lazio, Almeria has only had 3 draws and 1 loss in recent games. At home in La Liga, after 3 consecutive wins, Almeria has only had 1 draw and 1 loss in the most recent games. On the other hand, Espanyol has had 3 wins, 1 draw and 1 loss in the last 5 games across all venues. This is also the performance of the away team in their last 5 away matches. Predicted score: Almeria 1-1 Espanyol. Asian handicap: choose draw, odd/even, choose odd.